Come, listen closely. It's almost the hour to dream. For when clocks' hands they meet, you can suddenly see the unseen. And here lives worlds between waking and sleeping, rich in the secrets they're keeping, quiet for midnight is creeping close. Now look, there's a princess trapped in a tower above the sea. Her love is the master of dreams, but he's not royalty. And songbirds fly above tenderly singing. What are these gifts they are bringing? Will they help the princess from the fire that burns? While an evil magician steals hearts from the flowers to fly above. The mermaids who sing songs in hopes of ensnaring true love. Quiet, and I'll tell the tale of the farmer if you'll believe me, for these are the facts that exist in our sweet fantasy. And quiet, you do not want to awake the giant asleep in his cave, or scare the brave bunny who's trying to save the world. Now look at the clock go. It's almost the window for the midnight radio show. It's the midnight radio show. You're listening to Midnight Radio Show. It's always midnight somewhere in the vasty endlessness of space, and here we are. But before we wander off into flights of fancy and journeys into the unknown and forgotten corners of this galaxy, let us recall where we have been. Do you know the tale of Puccini and the princess? Dreamcats, mystical creatures, their kind lives hidden away on their own planet, DC-1I, disconnected from their history and destiny, lost in the dreams of all creation, and to their own selfish vices and petty dictatorships. And here, once upon a time, were two wonderful cats who fell in love. This love was forbidden, but love knows no boundaries. And so, among the birds and the trees, Giacomo, Antonio, Domenico, Michele, Secondo, Maria, Puccini. And they called her Saibira, which roughly translates into royal kitten. He had learned early on in their friendship that she hated the name, and so thereafter called her
Princess.
Or, when they were alone together,
my princess.
Their love was discovered, as secrets cannot be kept among clairvoyants. The king of the Dreamcats, King Marl himself, had Puccini banished in a spaceship up into the stars. The princess he locked away in a tower overlooking the sea. But she overcame her fears and bravely escaped with the help of the birds.
Baka! A cat taking refuge in the bird sanctuary? The secret floating island reserved for the messengers of this galaxy?
Strange but true. The birds took her in and taught her as if she was one of their own, and she, in turn, was grateful, tried hard, and learned well, to sing in her own way, to fly in her own way, to dance in her own way. But there is mystery afoot and danger lurking. Birds have been going missing on their scheduled routes as they impartially deliver the mail between the many worlds. Now she is on a mission to find and rescue them, if such a thing can be done. The birds gave her a ship which she promptly crashed onto the world Lola, an endless salt sea. Here she met space pirates, merfolk, the queen of the reef, and best of all, the oracle, who told her all she needs to know next on her quest and gave her a magical key that will open what she seeks. Huzzah! Now she floats alone among the stars, seeking her next destination.
Oh, Puccini, how I miss you, how I long for you. At least I can hold you in my dreams.
I remember the day I told you I love you. I have never been so nervous in my life. Not even the day I was sworn in as president of the Wonderology Institute. Not even the day your father found out about our affair. Not even the day I was banished. They used to call me fearless. I was yours then, and I am yours now.
The princess began with not much of a name at all, but now she has two. Her mentor, the pink flamingo, gave her the name Yamaya after a goddess of the sea. The queen gave her another name, Finez.
Now, do you know the story of Finez? Finez, you see, started out as fairy godmother like so many others, sprinkled across the many worlds, doing their very best to make the lives of mere mortals better. But there was no organization to it, no support network, no set channels in the great sea of sweet works to be done, and those want to do them. So, Finez founded the Fairy Godmother Association, the FGA, something kind of between a union and a social club. Now, legend has it, she would say,
the more we have to lean upon each other, the better we can lift each other up.
Yamaya Finez, on a mission. Oh, Flamingo, I shall find your missing birds.
This is how I will explain flight to you, my dear. Forget that you don't have wings. Think not on your fur or lack of feathers. Let go of any perception or separation or differentiation between your various limbs, or even the difference between yourself, the body you perceive, and the very molecules of the air around you. When you fly, there are only four aspects of reality that exist: lift, gravity, thrust, and drag. There is only one up, down, little side to side, backwards or forwards. They may combine in a constantly different ways, but that is not your concern. Your concern is to soar. Your concern is to dance on the air.
All I wanted was to be together, to be with Puccini, to help the birds and be with my friends. All this outer space, such solitude and loneliness. It reminds me of those nights in the tower overlooking the sea. I feared the water then, I feared the sea. But at night, the stars would dance above me and wink at me beyond the waves. They sang comfort to me. It was like Puccini whispered to them from his ship as he flew by and told them to tell me, told my heart, stay on course. Music is the fuel of the galaxy. The birds gave me this ship. They told me it's a living thing. Engine?
lost inside the thoughts I needed to free. The universe revealed what I needed to see. Who pulled the trigger first, the body or the mind? Little did I know what I was meant to find was hidden in the stranger standing right in front of me. All along the pathways where I need to be. She says the magic happens in the night, so we don't need to wait for the light. 'Cause the past can be a burden, seems impossible to bear. And what comes after pain, you'll only know it when you're there. To go back to the source, you know the road is never clear. So go with all your confidence and free your mind from fear. Stay on course, don't need to force. What you want is already yours. Stay on course, no need to force. What you want is already yours. Found myself and realized that after storms have passed, when the winds are raging, we forget that it won't last. After all is said and done, we're stronger than before. The caterpillar has to die for the butterfly to soar. 'Cause the past can be a burden, seems impossible to bear. What comes after pain, you'll only know it when you're there. Go back to the source, you know the road is never clear. So go with all your confidence and free your mind from fear. Stay on course, don't need to force. What you want is already yours. Stay on course, no need to force. What you want is already yours. Stay on course, no need to force. What you want is already yours. Stay on course, no need to force. What you want is already yours. You got to just. You got to just stay. You got to just. You got to just stay. Just detach from the fear. And never let your past interfere with your path. We get attached to the traps and veneers. Remove the mask, see who's looking back in the mirror. That's you, powerful beyond imagination. So follow the whimsical thoughts that draw your fascination. I believe in you, if you believe in you too, I swear there ain't no limit to the things you can do. A whole universe conspired to bring you into this moment. So stay inspired to fight for everything that you've been hoping for. You're beautiful, and I hope you know that you can change the world with what you hold in your core. Stay on course, y'all. Just stay on course. 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 Yeah. I know it gets difficult at times, but you gotta stay on course.
Before we continue, let us have a brief interlude with our esteemed Dr. So-and-so and Dr. Such-and-such with The Fantastical Galaxy, not really explained, but deeply appreciated.
If one is to go on a journey to the planet Ciel, it is imperative to understand the basic lay of the land, for there are very specific territories. No mere peopleish is allowed to simply wander into the various enchanted realms without extraordinary circumstances indeed.
The peopleish native to this world live in the central continent, which they believe is their whole world. They are unaware of life on other planets, space travel, and the myriad of magical goings-on around them.
This is a world for Imwin, containing wonders beyond the imagination in every nook and cranny. So easily one could find oneself in a giant city carved out of the stone mountain, or swept up in a fairy's ring, or captured by the siren song, drowning in their iridescent salt palaces under the sea.
Tread softly. Mind your manners. Carry on.
The world Ciel. Though the princess does not know it yet, this world holds all the great secrets of her past and future. Thankfully, she lands on a sandy beach unharmed. Before her is endless moonlit ocean. Behind her is a wild, sighing jungle, lost in action.
I'm all in my beautiful blossoming splendor. Replenish your life with a taste of my nectar. My presence is royal, the colors they call you. Like whispering kisses, my fragrances lure you. Go on, take a sniff and I'll make you feel lovely. Better yet, taste me, I'll make you rest comfortably. My pollen gets all over you when you're touching me. Be like the birds and the bees that take some of me. Come dance with us and help us make more of each other to flourish and thrive. Frolic amongst us and distribute the love that will keep us alive. We are the flowers, pollinators, the fertility is transcendent. Everybody is sharing their seed. All for one, everybody get pregnant. Get lost in the pleasure around you. The grandeur overwhelming your senses. Patterns bursting with dazzling elegance. Transport you to another dimension. The birds see us and serenade morning with sacred arias that unravel mysteries. And the riddles that fog our dreams and make us underestimate our abilities. The bees do their dancing in front of us. It's a universal mating ritual. Without it, all the sex in the universe would simply be carnal and cease to be mystical. We are the orphan medicinal symbol of death and rebirth, and the journey is cyclical and spiritual. The divinity and beauty and creation of life is a miracle.
I know you like me. Come closer. Dance with me.
Don't eat. Just dance.
I've never seen something like you before. Are you a puppy that is very strange and pointy?
Looks more like a deranged squirrel.
Oh, don't leave your manners behind, darling. You don't want to offend it with assumptions, especially with those sharp claws and such fangs. Oh, next to those big stardust eyes. Uncanny. I think it's some kind of a possum.
Doesn't seem too sanitary to me, or too sane for that matter. Let's feed it to the spider.
Too true. Best to let Spider decide. You can't be too careful.
Oh dear.
I'm not a deer, you rambling fool. I am the Amaryllis belladonna. I could poison you. Stay away, savage deer.
As if we would let a vegetation-munching deer into the realm of flowers. Perish the thought.
Really? Darlings are always welcome. But dears, I just don't see that. Not one bit of it.
What have we here?
I am on a quest to find the missing birds. The Oracle of Lola told me to fly to the bells and seek the circus. But I got caught in a cosmic storm and thrown off course.
In my observations, the journey takes us where we need to go more often than it takes us where we intend to end up. And slowly is the fastest way to get where we want to go to. You see this magnificent garden? It did not spring up overnight. Regard my web. Every thread I wove and placed in harmonic balance.
Well, if she's on a quest, let's send her to the desert.
Rains preserve us. The desert is death.
Don't mind the flowers. They forget we all can be different. They fear the desert because they cannot survive there, but you can. I can. Long ago, my kind ruled over the sand between the stones on a world long forgotten. Your kind was there. Did you know that?
I don't think so. On my world, the beaches are far from mountain ranges, and I've never seen something like you before.
Strange. Memory among your kind was once passed from generation to generation. Treasure. Perhaps that is why you are here.
I'm on a quest.
Yes, but do you know what that quest is? No need to answer. I'm not the one who must find out. If you have come this far, the only way forward is to cross the desert. You seek the temple of reflection, whether you know it or not. Here, you will learn the truth. Do not be afraid. You will face only yourself. It's nearly magic hour. The fairies are coming and the flowers have work to do. Stay and frolic. These flowers are magical. They once saved a rainbow from goblins, and so they possess the power of elation and miracles. Their aroma will give you fortitude and joy if you let it.
The taste of an exotic place, the look of wonder on your face. When your essence carried me away, electricity in the night, we move as one, our souls unite. I feel the magic in your light. Just take a chance to find the spark. Take a chance, let it take over. You never know what's in your heart. Never know. So let it take over. Take over. Take over. Take over. Let it take over. Take over. Take over. Take over. Let it take over.
Voy a cambiarle el nombre para guardar el secreto, porque te amo y me amas, y al buen debemos respeto. Te voy a cambiar del nombre en base a lo que has traído. Ahora te llamarás Gloria, lo tienes bien merecido, y hemos de darnos un beso, encerrados en la luna. Secreto amor, te confieso, te quiero como a ninguna, y puedo cambiarte el nombre, pero no cambio la historia. Te llames como te llames, para mí tú eres la gloria. Eres secreto de amor, secreto. Eres secreto de amor, oye. Eres secreto de amor, secreto. Eres secreto de amor. Delante de la gente no me mires, no suspires, no me llames, aunque me llames. Delante de la gente soy tu amigo. Hoy te digo que castigo, que varón, que varón. Eres secreto de amor, secreto. Eres secreto de amor. Te voy a cambiarme el nombre para guardar el secreto, porque te amo y me amas. No debo ser indiscreto. Eres secreto de amor, secreto. Eres secreto de amor. Eres secreto de amor, secreto. Eres secreto de amor. Eres secreto. Ay, este secreto. No tan dulce, no tan discreto. Discreto. Eres secreto de amor.
The princess wanders far and wide, this great desert, a test of fortitude in itself to survive. But she is determined and feels a lift of hope in her heart. Finally, she reaches the temple of reflection, But here is an impenetrable wall of mirrors facing her back, her own image. Such a multitude.
Let's watch it grow. I wanna let your love in and feel magic flow. Pour me water, just a drop in the air, just enough for an illusion, enough to take me there. There's infinite wisdom that's hidden deep within these walls. Only in moments of stillness can you hear the call. Now that their service is ended, they can watch from afar, holding tight to the secrets and healing the ones who still wander the stars. One step closer to the truth is one step farther from you. One step closer. One step closer. One step closer to the truth is one step farther from you. One step closer. One step closer.
They wanted him to walk the plank, but nary a practical captain would dream of doing such a thing. What a waste of wood and the effort. Better patch that leaking panel on the starboard side. Put the wood to good use and the effort. No movement wasted. Hogwash! Meanwhile, there ain't no plank on a spaceship. Closest being, well, of a plank. Let's see. Titanium, aluminium, composite, silica, sand. Gosh, they make ships out of all kinds of things these days. Quartz crystals, shell, living thing often enough. Now, music, that's what they all need. The ships, they don't want bickering or whinging or wandering off. They want us to get to the good stuff, to feed them the music that makes the engine sing. For music, as we all know, is the real fuel of the galaxy.
Hello?
Who goes there? Forgive me. That's not polite. After all, they tell me I'm retired, so I suppose I should make some attempts at civility. May I try again?
Proceed as it pleases you. I'm thankful to be your guest.
That's very gracious. Sweet of you to set me such a good example. Here, I'll try again. Welcome to the glass house of fallen stars, oasis of forgotten heroes, mirage of truths, shrine to infinite light, sanctuary for self-discovery, and, by the way, the best spa to be found in any land. I don't know if you appreciate a good sauna, being of the feline persuasion, but truly consider it. Anyway, back to my point. Behold, the temple of reflection. Now, if it is not impertinent to ask such a thing, what kind of meow are you?
I'm a dreamcat.
I've seen every species of Imwin known to the galaxy, child. Dreamcats are a myth, even on the planet Shah.
Sir, my existence does not depend upon your knowledge of it. I am content to answer your questions if you will do me the courtesy of accepting my answers.
Humble apologies, fair creature. Forgive me. So, are you Imwin?
What's an Imwin?
Let us pause in our adventure for a brief interlude with our esteemed Dr. So-and-so and Dr. Such and Such with the fantastical galaxy not really explained, but deeply appreciated.
There are 12 distinct species of Inwin in the galaxy, or as they are called in some worlds, mystical or ancient ones. And yet only 11 of these are familiar to the various peopleish of the many worlds. For though everyone has heard tell of or even seen a mermaid, a fairy, a unicorn, a pegasus, a star whale, dolphin, sky turtle, dragon, phoenix, giant, and the reef, of course, the popular opinion among the various forms of humanity is that the Dreamcat is a legend, a fiction, a fantasy.
Let us recall that long ago, the Dreamcats were the ones who negotiated the agreements between the destructive and jealous Risitari who had come to despise and resent magic and the rest of the galaxy. Although Dreamcats can control minds, and many feared their grief and rage would drive them to madness, rather than ending all the lives of the Rusitari on the spot, they instead divided the galaxy between magical and non-magical, causing a vast boundary to be set in place, a veritable cosmic fence to separate them.
Once this was done, the Dreamcats retreated to their own planet, vowing to never take part in galactic politics again. And so, 1,000 years passed, and they were forgotten.
Sounds rather far-fetched to me.
I may look like a grizzled old knight, but my grandchildren are kings. Kings, I tell you! You cannot judge the magnificence of one's destiny by common standards.
What is this place?
This is the records room, little one. Every scroll you see, every single one, is the story of some place, some time. Everything that has ever been and will ever be, if you can figure out their filing system. That's what Bertie's here for. Bertie, come here. I want to introduce you. Bertie! Confound it, where is he off to now?
Oh, look! There's the day Puccini told me he loved me. In the glade among the birds and the trees.
Oh, no. If you're reading your own story, child, you best stop right there.
And here, Puccini, the day they put him on that spaceship and banished him up into the stars, away from me.
I truly cannot stress the importance of you putting that scroll down before you go any farther.
My time on the island of the birds. Oh, Flamingo.
Laughter. Laughter is the best medicine.
Oh boy, here they come.
Well, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. Oh, moon of Alabama, now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama. I must have whiskey, oh, you know why. Oh, moon of Alabama, now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama. I must have whiskey, oh, you know why. Yeah. Well, show me the way to the next little girl. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next little girl. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next little girl, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you, we must die.
Oh, what a pretty kitty.
Kitten? That's a ferocious jungle cat. You see that it doesn't eat you for dinner.
Oh, now mind your manners. This here is a princess of the Dreamcats.
They call me Finn, hot potato. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Dakota Pagoda, Hokey Pokey Jones.
Pardon me?
That's the gentleman's name.
Nice to meet you. They call me Princess Yamaya Finez.
That's your name.
Yeah, well, it is indeed. Finn is short for Finez. Smile Galaxy, I suppose. You know why they call me hot potato?
Wasn't it on account of you're throwing hot potatoes at the Tectorish invaders at the Battle of the Black Hole 1?
Oh, no, my boy. Nope. I never waste food. It was long ago, in my glory days, a top agent in the Fairy Godmother Association. Yeah, there was this unpleasant moment when the three most powerful crews in the JY were on the brink of a kerfuffle. And then what I did was, I invited them all over for dinner, in which I baked a potato bar. Laid out as pretty as can be with all the toppings available you could wish for. I mean, they made peace over cheeses and sour cream, the butter, the bacon, avocado, caviar.
You're Finez of FGA, but I'm named after you. A gift from the Queen of Lola.
Oh, isn't that sweet? We should give her a name too.
Dakota Pagoda, Hokey Pokey Jones.
No, honey, that's your name. Zephin. No, old Zephin, grandfather of kings. What do you think?
Serendipity.
Princess Yamaya Finez Serendipity. How do you like it?
I think so. What's serendipity?
Oh, it's a happy accident, my dear. A conveniently pleasant occurrence, like yourself being blown off course to visit us here in the Temple of Reflection. Never to be confused with Zablanity. May you rarely experience those, for a Zablanity is the opposite. A Zablanity is an unhappy accident, then an inconveniently unpleasant occurrence. It's also the name of the ship captained by my nemesis. Blasted out of the skies! But that's another story.
Thank you for your hospitality. And my new name. I've learned so much here. I never knew what it meant to be a Dreamcat. I thought my kind was always lazy and indulgent like my family. Puccini was the only one I ever met who seemed to yearn to be more, to actually care about things, care about what happens. And just think, once upon a time, that was what the Dreamcats were. Stewards of the galaxy, caretakers, peacemakers. It's so strange. Well, I really must be going. I do have birds to find and rescue.
Of course, you must be on your way, but please, stay just a little while longer. We invited your ship to rest and recover here. They seem in good spirits, but we cannot send y'all off on an empty tank. I mean, after all, music is the fuel of this galaxy. Let's have a dance ere we part.
And so, the Princess Yamaya Finez Serendipity and her trusty ship and her eccentric new friends danced away the night, filling up on goodwill, connection, and music. The adventure continues. Tune in next time and find out what happens. You're listening to Midnight Radio Show. And what an odd and wonderful and bizarre sensation. I can imagine hearing all you people out there watching the stream, clapping or ASL clapping for us. Thank you for tuning in this evening. As you can imagine, we worked really hard on this just to spread a little joy and magic out there into the world when it seems like the best medicine we as artists can offer. Quick thank yous to the Gene Frankel Theatre, to Thomas Gordon, and to Gail Thacker, and to all of the makers of Midnight Radio Show and our amazing songwriters, some of which are in the cast and some of which are not in the cast. So I'll just mention, since she's not in our cast, Sabrina Chap wrote our theme song that started off the show. And there were some amazing guest artists on some of Jessie's tracks, but I was too scattered today to remember to write down their names. So Jessie's collaborators, you're amazing. And I will put, oh, Jess, do you want to tell us?
Cynic in Lisbon and Miss Ava Melangiga. Thank you.
Yay. Listen, if you liked the show and you want to show your appreciation to us, there's a few very easy, simple things that you can do. You can follow us on various social media and like us and things like that. It does actually help artists. Also, you can write us a positive review on our Facebook if you feel like it, if you're not boycotting Facebook. And also we have a donation set up. It's through my Venmo. So it's midnight-radio-show. And our associate producers, the Gene Frankel Theater, they have an easy button that you can just click if you want to support the makers of Midnight Radio Show. And you know what? Even $1, $5. My favorite number is $9. But you know, we had a lot more than 9 cast and crew members today. Also, while we're talking about people you're not seeing, a big shout out to our amazing stage manager, Emily Tabachek, for all of her hard work. And you might not realize that the character of the engine was also engineing a lot more than you were able to see with your two pretty eyes. So big shout out to him. Am I forgetting anyone? Everyone's amazing. Okay, I'm just going to say, I love you. Bye.